Well, first up this evening, even as there was a sharp political exchange over the state budget that was presented today in Telangana, the BRS and the Congress are engaged in a fierce face-off over the much-hyped Miss World pageant in Hyderabad as well. The BRS has been hitting out at the Congress for alleging that the government is spending 200 crores on an event at a time when it has said that the state's poor financial situation is the reason some of the welfare guarantees promised by the Congress haven't been fulfilled. However, the Congress has argued strongly in favor of the pageant as one that will reap financial benefits for the state in the form of tourism and brand building. Even as this face-off played out, the preparations for the Miss World pageant in May this year is in full swing, and the current Miss World, Kristina Pizgova from the Czech Republic, has embarked on a Telangana tour, even visiting temples in the state. My colleague Uma Sudhir has the details.
Telangana Finance Minister Batti Vikramarka presented a 3,04,000 crore budget that the Congress claimed had done a fine balancing act between welfare and development. The Chief Minister had admitted earlier this week that revenue collections were down by 71,000 crore rupees in 24-25. The Congress said they had spent nearly 21,000 crores on loan waivers, and over 25 lakh farmers with loans less than 2 lakh rupees had already benefited. This year, in addition to 18,000 crore rupees for Raitu Bharosa, farm labourers would also get 12,000 rupees annually under the Indira Atmiya Bharosa.
ఉపాధి దొరకని రోజుల్లో పస్తులుండే దీనస్థితి నుండి వారిని కాపాడేందుకు ఇందిరమ్మ ఆత్మీయ భరోసా పథకాన్ని అమలు పరుస్తామని ఎన్నికల్లో చేసిన వాగ్దానానికి అనుగుణంగా సంవత్సరానికి ప్రతి వ్యవసాయ కూలి కుటుంబానికి 12,000 రూపాయలు చెల్లించే బృహత్తర పథకాన్ని అమలు చేస్తున్నాం.
This, even as opposition BRS captured the optics, protesting what it called a Congress-induced drought, alleging mismanagement that they said had pushed farmers into distress.
రాష్ట్ర బడ్జెట్ బట్టి విక్రమార్క గారి సుదీర్ఘ ఉపన్యాసం గంటన్నర ఉపన్యాసం తర్వాత మాకు అర్థమైంది ఏంటి అంటే 6 గ్యారెంటీలు గోవిందా గోవిందా అని అర్థమైంది. 6 గ్యారెంటీలు మర్చిపోయినారు, తిలోదకాలు ఇచ్చినారు. 100 రోజుల్లో 6 గ్యారెంటీలు అనే మాట ఇవాళ పాతర వేసినారు అనే మాట స్పష్టంగా అర్థమైంది.
The BRS has also questioned the Congress government on hosting the Miss World pageant at a time when the state finances are in dire straits. K.T. Ramarao asked how the Miss World pageant would promote Hyderabad, whereas the government chose to cancel the Formula E racing event. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
Well, beauty on display there in Hyderabad, and also the political face-off. Joining me this evening is my colleague Abira Dar, who's been tracking that Miss World event and the preparations for it in Hyderabad. Remember, the event itself in May this year. Also joining me this evening, Ravula Sridhar Reddy of the BRS, Asma Taslim of the Congress, and actor Sanjana Galrani as well. But first to you, Abira, take us through the preparations that are playing out there in Hyderabad for the press conference, we believe, which is tomorrow, and also give us an overview of this event and what it perhaps means to the city of Hyderabad.
Okay, first let me show you around the festivities here. This is, we are staying in a hotel called the Plaza. It has been taken over by the Telangana Tourism. A grand affair indeed. When we came in, the media from Delhi, from Mumbai have been flown in to cover this press conference, which will be, of course, attended by Julia, who is the CEO of Miss World, and the Miss World herself, Kristina, and of course the dignitary.
It was a grand welcome for the media. There were dancers, there were musicians, all lined up welcoming the media for this special event that's going to happen tomorrow. As we know, Miss World is happening for the third time in India and first time in Telangana. It has happened in 1996 in Bangalore, 2024 in Mumbai, and now here in Hyderabad. The city is gearing up for it, and we will see more on this tomorrow. But let me tell you, I did speak to Smita Sabharwal, who is the Secretary of Government of Telangana, Tourism, Culture, Heritage and Youth Affairs Department, and she spoke about the whole affair, and she said she's extremely proud that Miss World is, 72nd Miss World is happening here in Hyderabad, and they're looking forward to it because it will boost tourism, and rural Telangana will take a center stage when it comes to Miss World this time. They are trying to get together the more handlooms and heritage that they can showcase during the Miss World, and they will try to have all the contestants, all the contestants wear Telangana handlooms during the event.
Right. All those details, and you're there at that spot there. You'll be bringing to us all the action as the press conference unveils. And as you pointed out, the Miss World, the current Miss World, Christina there from the Czech Republic, there you can see on your screens, doing temple visits and campaigning for that event there in Hyderabad. So all the action there. But let me get to our political panel this evening. Ravula Sridhar Reddy. It seems that the BRS is upset because it's been taken on the Formula E issue. Is there a genuine grouse to oppose the Miss World event happening in Telangana? We'll get to the budget altercation later, but first this question on the Miss World event. Why the opposition to it? Why taking digs at it?
No, there is no grouse on the event that is going to happen in Telangana. BRS in principle will not oppose any such events. But the kind of propaganda the government is doing, I think they are exaggerating. Because what will the additional benefit to Telangana state as far as the economic growth is concerned, or anything that happens new, the value add that will happen with this pageant? That is a big question that the Telangana government is supposed to answer. And when they speak big about spending 200 crores and all that, they are forgetting that though you have a reservation on talking about Formula E race, the same government which tried to filed a case on KTR through their ACB department and tried to put him in behind bars, and they spoke that there was a corruption in Formula E race case only on spending 45 crores, wherein there was a huge initiative as far as the electric vehicles manufacturing, and we wanted to make Hyderabad and Telangana a hub of electric vehicles. There is a huge economic activity happened. The government has gained a crore, to the tune of 750 crores directly, and there's a huge activity happened in the Mobility Week. There were a lot of investments that were lined up. Many international conglomerates like Mercedes and other national electric vehicle manufacturers have come forward to witness and all that. There was a huge activity around. I am not saying Miss World. I never have seen Miss World event otherwise, but I know to a certain extent what is it the value add. At one end, the government was not in a position to honor their promises which were made to the women of Telangana and in Kalyan Lakshmi kind of programs and all that.
Okay.
But they are coming forward to spend this kind of a money. So how they are going to help it is how it is going to help Telangana? The government has to come forward. In principle, why will we oppose any event during our rule?
But you have
many international events have happened in Telangana in a huge way.
No, you've said 200 crores, whereas the government says only 27 crores is being spent. How is it going to benefit Telangana? Should a beauty pageant be the focus of the government? Asma, please respond.
Thank you for having me here. And first, let me respond. I'd like to congratulate the people of Telangana for electing us and for the historic budget passed by Honorable CM, which is to give equitable resources to all the communities. That reflects the unwavering commitment of Honorable CM Revanth Reddy towards the upliftment of all the communities. And coming to the point of farmers, which he says that farmers have been neglected by Congress government. So let me make a point here. The farmer loan waiver worth 20,000 crore have been waived off by Telangana government. And the second point, what he made was a poll promises which are not being fulfilled. So out of this budget, the promise amount going towards the poll promises would be 56,000 crore for the 6 guarantees which are made during elections. And about the job creation, so to Rajiv Yuva Vikasan Yojana allocation would be around 6,000 crores, which aims to foster entrepreneurship
Okay.
across Telangana and for the youth. So the Telangana budget has not only covered farmers, youth, and as well as women empowerment. I mean, if you can see, and coming to the other point of he claiming that the beauty pageant will not add any form of value. So let me tell you, sir, this is tourism which attracts, tourism is one department which attracts the foreigners
I
or the
said government
people
has to detail it.
to invest. I'm sorry?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Please go ahead, please.
He's
To
saying the government has
invest
to
in
detail
Telangana.
it.
This is how you boost the economy of a state. So you cannot say
Okay.
that tourism will not add value to the state. This is something which I find as a very weird remark coming from BRS, which itself has spent around 47 crore rupees on formula racing and done a lot of corruption. So
Oh,
corruption
a
is
lot of
different
corruption.
from starting up
No, no.
initiative.
Raghav, I
So,
am
so
seeing the
his point,
Congress for the
go
first
ahead, go ahead.
time.
Quick response
This
from
is
you.
my point. This is my point. How could you combine corrupt
Wait a
practice to
second. Wait a
Can
second.
I
investment
come in here?
I
I have
heard
been
you.
in the
waiting for long
tourism?
enough,
I
Raghav.
heard you. I heard you. Sanjana is there to
Ra-
speak. I'm only
I
saying
think
one
this is
thing.
more like a
Wait
political
a
battle
second.
which is
I just
going
said,
on, and
I
let me
just
1
clear
said,
minute,
this.
Sanjana.
Let
I
me
will
clear this.
get
I
to
have
the.
heard from any. Can
I
I come
only
in?
have said
Go
that
ahead,
the
go ahead,
government
Sanjana.
has to
Go.
detail it.
I'm
The
not
government
from
has to
any one
detail.
of the political parties. I've heard both sides. I'm not a judge sitting out here. But let me tell you my point of view. I come from the film and economy of the state. And what are we doing as a country? We see so many countries hosting Olympics. We see so many countries hosting international events. But as a country, somewhere we are lagging behind. And when something like this is happening, definitely it's a huge opportunity to put our country, to put Telangana, the
Okay.
state, on the map, make some national news, make some international news, create new opportunities when it comes to creating opportunities to give work to new people, give work to all departments, especially the creative field from which I come from is really suffering because entertainment has gone down the drain. Everything is on your mobile today, your Netflix, your Amazon. People don't
Okay.
even go out to the theaters. So this way, so many event managers will get employed. So many laborers who are in labor class will get employed. And most importantly, we'll make some international news as a country. Of course, in India, everything is politicized. If somebody's eating chicken, somebody's saying Jai Shri Ram. So they're always fighting. So that can never be corrected because every single small thing is politicized. And if one party is doing something, then the other party will criticize it. May it be formula race or may it be the, Miss World, which is happening right now. But definitely, yes, the re-accountability has to be there because 200 crores is coming across over here like some 20 crores or some 10 crores. 200 crores is a very big
No, but
number.
there's
So
still no clarity on what the amount is.
yeah, what
You
the
see,
amount
there
is,
is
so
no
that
clarity on what the
needs
amount
to be
is.
given. And I want to set an example, Raghav. In
27,000
November
has
2017,
been
in
spent yet,
November
so there is
2017,
no
I'm not done
clarity.
talking, Asma.
I
Asma,
think
I'm
the
not done
allegations
talking. Give me
are
a
made
minute.
without
Give me
any
a minute. I'm not
veracity
done
of the
talking.
statement.
I'm not done
No, no,
talking,
Asma is
Asma.
just
Give me a
making a point
minute.
on clarification on that.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
one event which happened during the KTR government, which was Ivanka Trump had come in
Okay.
November 2017, and the entire infrastructure of Hyderabad changed. The roads changed for good. The entire infrastructure
Okay.
changed, and people who never dreamt of a tar road had a tar road and had so many facilities which was lit up. So, if this is an opportunity to
All right.
light up the entire city, we should definitely encourage it with a good heart. But the money definitely should be accountable.
All right, you're making an important point, and I think it's accepted that some of these events are needed. And I think Ravula Sridhar Reddy is also, despite the political opposition to it, asking for transparency on it, has said that the event itself is not, is not something that the party is opposing. He's saying that you oppose Formula E, we will oppose the beauty pageant. But we leave that aside. Let's get to the budget.
Raghav.
Go ahead.
We are
go
not
ahead.
that kind. So
Go.
since you have opposed us, you tried to show it in a different light. We don't want to be like that. We are genuine enough to understand. We are not against any activity that's happening in Hyderabad which will add value to Hyderabad's name and fame. But at the same time, this government's approach to it, exaggeration and all things, actually, that's the reason I said, my Congress spokesperson must understand. I wanted you to detail it.
I mean, this is the VR
Madam,
event.
have
It
some
needs to be
patience.
exaggerated, right?
Have some patience. Listen
Go
first. Learn listening. Okay, please. Let me finish. Okay. So how it helps the Hyderabad and all that. We have detailed what was Formula E, what is the economy built around it, what was the plan of the government. Despite that, Congress government tried to, show it in a poor light with a malified intention. We are not like that. End of the day, if it adds to something to some industry, probably, what is that organizations related to it, as Sanjana was saying, a few event managers or people in the film industry, rather fashion industry, whatever, add value to it. No problem at all. But the government approach, talking big and doing nothing. Same time,
Asma,
the women of Telangana also have to receive many things. And she was talking by seeing some paper about the budget. We have seen this budget, how they function in the
I have to read out
past,
the budget allocation, right?
past budget
I have to
has
remember
nothing to do
what
with.
and how
Ma'am,
much
it is
has
there.
been
We all know it. What is
allocated.
there to read out?
Earlier,
You have to
BRS
detail
used
it.
to claim that
You
we
don't have
did
to read
not
it.
fulfill the
But
promises
Vikramarka
made to
read
the
it,
people of
Asma's turn.
Telangana.
Asma's turn.
Don't do
Ravula
that,
Sridhar
friend.
Reddy,
This
let her
budget
respond.
has passed
Let her respond. Let her respond.
56,000 crores. So, all the allegations of BRS are the fluke. I mean, they have nothing to prove against of us. Earlier, they used to say we did
There
not
are no
fulfill the
allegations
poll
here.
promises. Now we are coming up with the 56,000 crore budget for poll promises. Now they have nothing to say now, and they are coming for this beauty pageant. Obviously, beauty pageant
Let's
is a
focus.
PR event.
Ravula Sridhar Reddy, last 1
has
minute.
to be
30
exaggerated,
seconds to you,
right?
30 seconds to Asma. Key points on the budget that you are opposed to, that you would like to point out to. Your leader has called it a Govinda budget. What are the key points? 30 seconds.
With due respect to all the people present on the other panelists, I don't want to compete on this subject with Asra at least. The budget is a number game. And if I have to detail about their flaws in the implementation of the last budget, there are many. This 130 seconds is not going to be sufficient. So I don't want to compete on that. Let them try something implement something what they have promised to the people of Telangana, which they have failed till date. There is nothing much. The allocations will be there on the paper. We have seen last time also 21,000 crores in Indirama houses, not even 22,000 crores, not even one house built. So what is there to speak much about? Asra need to learn many things before speaking on a national forum. Hence I said, I don't want to compete on that subject with her. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, Asma. Quick response, and then I'll get Sanjana Galwani to give the last word for 30.
That so much audacity coming from a party which left Telangana in a debt-ridden state of 6 lakh crore, and Congress is spending towards that. We are repaying the loan which is left by BRS party, and the second next thing is that what we have promised to farmers that has been fulfilled, and what we have promised to youth that has been fulfilled. And regarding the job creation, we are the one who initiated the group first job filling this year.
All right. Sanjana, final question. Does the politics add to the beauty pageant's publicity and excitement about it, or does it dampen it? Very quickly.
Delhi is the fashion capital of India. I hope, I'm a Hyderabadi lover. I hope with this event, everything will turn around and Hyderabad will become the fashion capital of India. That is all I can say and sign off. I'm a South Indian at heart. I breathe South India. So, Mera South India Mahan. I want Hyderabad to be the fashion capital.
Hyderabad as the fashion capital. It's a thought that many Hyderabadis would like. Thanks very much to all three of you for joining us.